Good time to be alive. But anyways, without further ado, Mr. Cage Titans himself. I mean, there's a lot of people that could say that. Johnny Cupcakes, Mr. Cage Titans.
I like
Peter
to call him
Barrett.
the Cal Ripken Jr. of Cage Titans. I know I sound like a broken record, but every time that we have him on, which is I think the only 4 interviews he's ever done. So that's without further ado, the Cal Ripken Jr. of Cage Titans himself, Zach the Ripper DiSabatino.
Whoa, hey, there he is.
Here he is, back in
What's up,
action
guys?
virtually. What's going
go.
on, D-Sab? How you doing, man?
Not much. What's up with you?
Same shit, bigger pile. It never shrinks.
So, Zach, we know you had to miss the show last show because you were at a bachelor party. Did you watch the fights? What were you thinking? You know, it's not normal not having you at a Cage Titans event. So we definitely missed you. Did you miss us as well?
I did miss you guys. Yeah, I did.
Like a toothache, I'm sure.
Did you get to watch some of the fights?
No, I didn't really watch any of the full fights, just like kind of the highlights and the finishes and stuff like that.
Yeah. So your opponent, Jacob Bohn, he was able to pull out that victory against Ali Zabian. You've had a chance to watch Bohn on a few occasions against Barrett, who was a former opponent of yours. You saw him against Giannetti, who was a former teammate or current teammate, whatever that situation is there. Then you saw him fight Ali. What are you looking forward to in this matchup?
Yeah, I think he's good at everything. I know he was saying how I was kind of good and kind of not good at some things, but I think he's pretty good at everything. Like, I know, or at least I think he was, started off as a grappler or a wrestler or whatever, but had some pretty good like striking matches. I didn't see the last one, but with Pete and Joe, that was some pretty entertaining, like, a stand-up fight predominantly and stuff. So he can do everything pretty well.
Happy to be keeping that extra 5 pounds this fight, back at lightweight 155. Your last fight
Yeah,
out, you
definitely.
5.
I don't want to go too much lower than 155 anymore. So that definitely is just one less thing to stress out a little less about.
So that experiment at 45 is definitely out of the equation.
Probably not. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
That's why we got so much extra headroom right now, because he's trying to hide the bulk up that he's been putting on since he knows that 45 is done.
So what do you think that you are going to be able to bring to this table against Jacob Bohn?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be cool, kind of, matching up everywhere, actually. It's kind of why I thought that would be a cool fight, I obviously don't know exactly what he has for a game plan or anything like that, but I thought it'd be a fun fight, kind of no matter where it goes. We're both, I think, pretty well rounded and stuff. So I think it would just be a fun. Most of his fights are pretty exciting and stuff like that. And I think most of mine are too. So I just thought it'd be a fun fight, kind of no matter what type of fight it is.
Yeah, you guys both have a history of being extremely durable, not afraid to fire in the pocket and implement grappling in different timings and cadences throughout. So it's going to be quite an intricate clash of styles, but when you guys do meet in the middle. But this is someone who's streaking. You're obviously on an incredible win streak right now in your pro career, and you're no stranger to taking challenges. How do you see his momentum carrying in your favor, making your return, seeing as you haven't fought in probably the most amount of shows that you've gone in between fighting since your amateur
career? 3 shows.
Yeah, I don't think the time off will affect me or anything. Like, I was still training the whole time and everything. I just couldn't make the last one just because I was away that one weekend. But I was training, like, since my last fight, which was October, I haven't really taken any time off from training. So that's not going to be an issue for me at all. And that's why I want to fight him, is because now he's fought really good guys. I mean, all of his fights have been against pretty good guys, at least. But he's coming off of 2 wins, one against a guy with a really good record. And then even his 2 losses were against really high-level guys. His last 2 losses were against really high-level guys. So I thought that would be a good matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know, like you said, you've taken some time off, but when you say time off, that's a drop in the bucket comparatively to most fight careers. When I say the Cal Ripken Jr. thing, for those who are just fight fans who
So
didn't follow
here's
baseball,
where
like he broke Lou Gehrig's record of consecutive games played, which is over in the thousands. But I think that your streak of fighting as consistently as you did in that like 2 year
here
period,
is
show after show after show, is more impressive than playing 1,000 baseball games in a row. Honestly,
so for those they were like, what are you talking about? Some people don't know who Cal Ripken is. No. Anyways,
motto: keep showing up.
so like I'm looking at your fights. You made your debut at Cage Titans 24. Then 31, 32, 33, 34. You took 35 off. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. You took 41 off. 42. 43, your fight pulled out at weigh-ins. 44, 47, 48, 50. It's like you just bam, like one thing's consistent, and that's you're gonna see DSAB on a fight card. That's for sure. How
It's
has
just literally 3 shows in a row without DSAB, which is the most that we've gone without DSAB since 2016. It's incredible. It's just remarkable. I'm still in amazement. I know
He's
we've
not-
probably
he's
harped
not
on this
amazed. He
several
doesn't
times.
care.
He doesn't give a shit. He shows up. He diets down. I can hear Steph laughing in the background right there. It's all business right here. I love it. The trajectory has been fascinating to watch, and you and Bohn are just two warriors that are going to go in until someone drops. And I can't wait. There's very few words other than I miss calling your fights. It's been too long.
Yeah. So I didn't really want to take, as much time off as I did. I was thinking about maybe taking, the January card off or whatever. And then I was planning on March, and then that just kind of ended up on the same date. I wasn't really expecting that. So I'm looking to get back in for this one and then kind of continue that and just be as active as I can from there on.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get you on a couple Table Titans again. We'll just keep the ball rolling. Like we'll just keep pushing our luck. Every week we'll have a Zach DSAB a Zach DSAB segment every Table Titans.
Rolling, because it took you what, like 12, 13 fights before you finally did one interview?
Yeah, that was good.
The most time in the spotlight, the least time on the promotional aspect of it. Just quiet, let me go in and bludgeon somebody for fun.
But the best thing about Zach is that your fans are diehard Zach DSAB fans. Like for somebody
giant facial cutouts in the stairs.
That's Steph. I see her over to your right. Is she giving you notes? She's like, say this. She's like, say this, say that.
He's doing well on his own.
Are we gonna? So, Steph, I have a question for you. Are we gonna have those the cutout heads again this show?
Of course, they'll be there, but I won't be there.
Oh, I did hear that you weren't gonna be there.
Yeah, I told you I'm gonna be in Denver. Me and KK.
Oh, you couldn't plan your trip a little better?
No, I booked my trip like 3 months ago. You changed all the dates around this year.
Oh yeah. Blame me, it's all right.
I know this. Both just commented. The ironic part is Zach is actually low key funny if you get him talking. I've gotten you talking plenty of times at after parties, which is why I had to tell you I finally cut the shit and join one of the friggin' podcasts. You can't hide in the works for too long. You're on a 5 or 6 fight win streak. I just looked it up, and I can't count because I'm Polish. But
6 fight.
One of the more prominent lightweights in the Northeast. Anybody, anytime, anywhere, gotta share the light and get acclimated to this, because if there's top picks or true top prospects around here, you're right in the upper echelon of it, and a win over Bohn is going to cement you in, like, honestly, one of the people on the short list to call for the big show. And it's fascinating considering that we made our amateur debut on the same night. It's completely different.
That was awesome.
Now Andy's just calling fights, and you're living the life. Speaking of living the life, are you doing your first interview from the new house? Because you're a brand new homeowner in the last month or so. Congratulations.
Yeah, I am.
The new house.
Just kind of, new house. Just I've been here for a couple weeks now, just kind of finally getting everything settled in and set up and everything like that. So,
Are they asking for a tour?
What are you guys in Abington?
yeah, North
Nice.
Abington.
I'm
Yeah.
an Abington alumni, Abington High, class of '99. I'm old. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
There you go.
cool little area.
Yep. Nice. Well, Zach,
7
we
minutes,
won't keep you long.
7 minutes from South Shore.
7 minutes from the
Nice.
gym. All right. Nice.
All right, so if you weren't training enough as it is already,
Correct. Yeah, more
you
training.
just
Yeah. Well, we will let you run, and we definitely appreciate your time.
thank you for suffering through talking to the public.
Of course.
I know how stressful that is for you, and
I know.
I know how we've talked on at length
Yes.
how much you absolutely fucking hate this, but I appreciate
How do you
it.
deal with the interview room, Zach? We don't. So for those who don't know, we don't even give the fighters an opportunity to say no. We just drag them from the health room,
His living hell,
and we bring them
You
to the
take-
media room. How have you done in
You
there?
take him from his most
Yeah,
glorifying happy moment of winning a fight to hell of just making him talk about it.
I think the first few times when you guys were trying to do that, I was able to kind of sneak away. So I think there's probably a few that I actually didn't do. But now it's pretty tough to get away from those after the doctor checks you out and everything. So it's all right though.
We're right there. We walk you like it's like no one's getting by the
first couple
media room.
times I was able to kind of just leave and no one said anything, but now it's pretty difficult to get out of there.
Well, shout out to all the media members, Andrew Mack and all the guys.
Yeah, they're all cool though. They ask good questions and everything. It's cool. It's not too bad.
Big shout out to that whole room and teams of people that have been building.
Andrew
it up.
Mack said they love you. That they love you, or you love them in the interview room. But yeah, there you go. And Rob Pico said Steph's a sweetheart. Well, Steph, thank you for dragging him on the interview today. We're sad you won't be there on May 27th. DSAB, I'm glad that you have a good woman behind you that pushed you in front of the camera when you talked to us tonight. Before you go, give the fans what they can expect to see from you. Give us your soapbox pitch.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm hoping this is going to be one of my. I know my last fight was pretty short, and I wasn't too happy about the fight before that. So I'm hoping this is going to be one of the most exciting fights that we can put on. Hopefully, I mean, if it ends early, it ends early, but hopefully, it goes a little bit, and we can put on a good show for everyone.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you again soon. There's the man himself. What is it? Zach Panther Champ?
Zach Panther, the Ripper, Attack, whatever. There's so many nicknames.
Oh, he's still here. I thought he was gone.
Yeah, but it's,
What's your favorite nickname before you go?
We'll see you later, guys.
Before you go, what's your favorite one? No, don't leave yet. Your favorite
What was
nickname. What was your favorite
I don't
nickname?
like nicknames. I don't like any of those.
Out of all of those, if you had to choose one.
What name them? What are they?
Attack, Panther, the Ripper.
Champ.
There's a bunch of them. There's even more than that. I can't even remember half of them at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to get people to stop calling me
Ripper,
anything.
I think.
Call me nothing.
All right.
fine.
I don't know who scares me more, you or Bill Mahoney. So I don't know which one we'll go with. So that's like when you tell me not to do a thing and Bill tells me to do it. It's really conflicting for me. So
That's
you
awesome.
got to understand my point here.
Steph, the marketing person, what would you pick for his nickname?
I like the Ripper.
All right.
I like
there
that
it
one
is.
better than the other ones.
Yeah, Zach the Ripper.
Just accept it, Zach.
All right. Well,
Should be
thank you
Zach
so
the
much, guys,
Ripper.
and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.
I like that one that
Thank
I just
you.
made up.
There we go.
Yeah,
Zach the Ripper.
As much as he hates talking with a camera in front of him, you get him for a beer after the fights. It's a tremendous conversation
So,
every single time.
Zach nothing DiSabatino. I like that.
I don't know.
Zach the Void. I'd like
the void.
yeah, the Void.
like it.
But it's funny when you talk about these guys, like, the party was like that. It's like we feel like we're pulling back the curtain. It's like the party's really not that mean guy that you guys are the villain. Kind of like DSAB. It's like, yeah, like you just said, it's
He's
like
not a-
he is outgoing and talkative, just not in front of the damn camera.